Hello and welcome. After a long gap, it's coming up on another Financial Modeling World Cup round, so I thought it would be a good time to get back into practicing something that looks like real work. Today I'm having a go at, or I have already had a go at, Grinding the Grid 2 by Arvey Yeo. Uh, the original Grinding the Grid was, as this one is, a sort of esports style, um, but asking about kind of real work skills and kind of financy stuff. Um, but the original one was kind of esports length. Took about half an hour. This one, maybe I just had a bad day, but as you can probably see by the video length, this one took me considerably longer than that. But I didn't realize that when I was getting going. So now back to innocent me of a few hours ago. Assume this one is something similar, but other than that, I don't know about it. So I'm going to start my timer, and here we go. Need to calculate total hours and revenue earned for each resource, role, or team. The work breakdown structure and planned budget amounts are used for levels 1 and 2. 3 and 4 use the information in the actuals and FX sheet. 5 and 7, new actuals are provided with a different rollover date and combine actual and forecast. Okay. Power query, the data model levels may not need to be solved in sequential order. Suggested approaches are provided for each question below, which can be displayed by pressing the 2 icon on the top left. Oh, right. In other words, the unhide. Got it. Okay. So you're given a work breakdown structure on the WBS sheet, which is made up of up to 3 hierarchical levels. Find the level of each description below, returned as level X. The levels can be determined by the number of dots that appear in the code. Okay. Fine. So we'll look up this in this lock, returning from this lock, and then let A be that, and we want len of A minus len of substitute A dot to nothing. And then add the word level in front of it. Okay. You are given the dollar and day budgets for each resource in every stream on the budget sheet. Oh, okay. So I was thinking that this wasn't a very big table, but no, that's just the end of it. I see. So this is, are these levels from here? Yes, they are. Okay, got it. Fine. By the total dollar value of each of the groups on the resource below, noting the granularity may differ between each game number. Return your answer in thousands. All streams and role names are unique, including across the different level groups. Okay, that's helpful. So I guess we just want to turn this into so there are, I only saw 3 levels, but let's just check. Then not left. Then of I can type, I swear I can. Of this minus len of substitute this dot to nothing. And yes, the max is 3. Fine. So then I just want L1, L2, and L3. No, L hash, no. So then, and I guess level. So we're going to say if this equals blank, then blank, I suppose. Otherwise, X look up this in here, lock returning from here, lock. And then we need to let A be that, and len A minus len substitute A dot. I don't want any of this centered across selection. Thank you very much. Okay. Slightly weird formatting there, but that'll do. So do we have any ones? Oh, I guess, sorry, are these the level ones? No? Alright. So are these, yeah, it's only over 2s and 3s. Okay, fine. Then I guess we don't need a level 1. So then here we're going to say if this equals 2, then this. Otherwise, what was above? And then if, just going to leave the top one blank, if this, actually, I guess what I want to say is if this equals 2, then blank, because we're starting a new second level. Otherwise, if this equals 3, then this. Otherwise, what's above? Okay. So then answer in thousands, got it. So I suppose I want to, there are ways you could do it otherwise, but let's do this. Let's look these up, figure out where they belong. Turning from here. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. Well, another option to figure this out would be just text split that by dot and see how many columns it comes out to. -1. Not off. Okay, so that is a level 2, which means I'm interested in summing based on this column. And I want to sum this. So I guess let's just look to this. We'll call this L2 tot and L2, L2, and L2, L3. So we want to say, I guess I'll bring this in, will I? No, let's leave this over here. It's a separate guy. Ooh, what? Oh, right, got it. Fine. So in other words, if it doesn't match any level, then we want this. Fine. So I'll just tag this whole thing as well. I'll just call this L2 line. So we'll say if error, just make it if error 1, and 1 can be the line. So I want to say some ifs L2 total where switch this, sorry, not switch, choose. So if it's 1, then it's L2 line. If it's 2, then it's L2 underscore L2. If it's 3, then it's L2 underscore L3, where that is this input we're given here. And then divide by 1,000, I think. Yes. All right. Level 3. You're provided timesheets from the team in the form of a pivot table on the actual sheet. Okay. What kind of a monster would, okay. What's the question? For this level, you need to find the total hours worked for a stream on a particular date. Avionics and electronics team. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like it will be helpful to just add a level here, which will be columns of text split of this on dot minus 1. Stream role name date. All right, what do we actually want to know about? When the total hours worked for a stream on a particular date. You may modify the pivot table to reference it directly or retrieve the answer from the underlying table in the data model. Okay. So, oh, sorry, these are individual dates. I thought when I saw 331, I thought these were month ends, but that's fine. Okay. So stream, I am only interested in a whole stream. Okay, fine. So then I think I can just, there's an option to repeat labels here somewhere. Pivot table options. No, it's and design. Port layout. Repeat all item labels. There we go. That makes it a lot more pivot friendly. And then I think it's fine. We can just do it. So I want to say sum ifs. So the sum range is going to be index. The pivot table range. Out as far as there. By so the row number is going to be 0 for every row, and the column number is going to be x match my date, which I'll go get in a second, against the list of date headers here. So that's what I'm summing. Then the condition is the stream, which is here, lock, and where that is, stream over here, so G113, and then this is H113. I'm missing a closing bracket. Index, oh yeah, so I close the X match, but not the index. Hooray. Okay. Level 4, find the total revenue earned in British pounds for each resource below from 31st of March to the 8th of August, i.e. the entire period of the actual timesheet data. So what? We've got FX, fine. Oh, well, I don't love that, but fine. So that earned revenue to be defined as the total hours as recorded in the table actual table in the data model multiplied by the respective daily rate of the resource recorded in the table rates table. Okay. Note that some resources are paid in foreign currency as referred to table rates, and their rates need to be converted to GBP on each day using the foreign currency rate as recorded in the table FX table in the FX sheet. 8 working hours equals 1 work day, and currency rates are quoted as GBP per foreign currency. Round your final answer to the US dollar. Okay, so Victoria Harlow accrues revenue on the project at $500 a day for 256 hours across 2 roles. Oh, dear Lord. Okay. 2 hours in this rate. Across the entire period. Okay. So we got the table rates. Yes, table FX. So where is table rates? Is that actually exposed, or is that only in the data model? Queries and connections. Table rates. Huh? Oh, okay. Yes, that is. Is this on a hidden sheet or something? It's not taking me there when I click on it. What? I need to move this somewhere else because I'm behind my timer in my face. So, what's going on here? It says it's loaded. Oh, loaded to data model. Fine. I guess that's just loaded to a table. I guess I'll put it on a new worksheet for now. Okay. Then we'll just insert a few more columns here. And it's just 3. Fine. Okay. Now this, I guess, I need to. What do I want here? This is all 3. Fine. So I guess I want USD and AUD. Oh, isn't that neat? Isn't that neat? I didn't know it would do that. Thought I would have to then go and pull it out, but okay, cool. I guess just for completeness, we might as well just do GBP. Okay. So then, for a given person, I'm going to be, yeah, okay. So let's start with this. We'll say filter. This range, lock, where a person, lock, is the person we're given, which is G151. And then because luckily the example is kind enough to spell it out, otherwise I would not have thought of that. But we have the same person twice, so we're going to sum that up to get their total hours per day. And then, yeah, let's see. I assume these are the same 153 dates in order. 100, no, there's only 95 dates there. Oh, bloody hell. Fine. So then let's do the fx. So we will transpose filter this, where is number x match these dates against these dates. Cool. Okay. So then, so we say let hours by day be all that stuff. CCY, sorry, we'll call it LCY, local currency. Rate can be XLOOKUP. The person in this table, turning from here, and currency, we XLOOKUP the same person. Oh, these are not coloring in, which usually means something is wrong. Oh no, sorry, it just means I'm not on the same tab. Ugh, stupid. Okay, sorry. To look it up in table rates name, returning from currency. Then CCY rates, the XLOOKUP CCY in here, lock, returning from here, lock. And then our final output, oh, I hate having that comma floating there. So bring everything in a little. And then our final output should be sum of LCY rate times, and now I always have to check if I'm doing the currency rates upside down or the right way up, times hours by day. Yeah, so I'm probably not. So let's see. This is, yeah, so you look right, so I should be shrinking AUD and USD to get to pounds. So, oh, hang on, wait. These are day rates, aren't they? So I guess I need to divide by 8. There we go. Okay. And then round. Okay. Level 5. A few weeks have passed since the previous level, and now you have a new set of actuals as of the 31st of August 2025 on the actuals new sheet. You are also provided forecasts of each resource and a role for the remainder of the project in the forecast sheet. The white shaded cells match the forecasted hours. What? In the white shaded cells, match the white shaded cells? Over here, I guess. Ah, got it, yes. Week commencing hours. Notes 1, notes 2. Okay. Are there any notes? No. Okay. Ah, got it. Okay. So we got 17 weeks here and 17 weeks here as well. Yes, that's good at least. Fill this sheet in for level 5. Okay. So, in the white shaded cells, match the forecasted hours to each row on the actuals new sheet in the given week. Cells shaded in yellow or gray should contain a sum of all hours that belong under the parent hierarchy as established in this sheet. Finally, return the value in the cells on the actuals new sheet for each game number below. So columns E and F can be used as helper columns if required, but not necessary. Not change the order of the don't change anything. That makes sense. Okay, so Lucas Hartwell, the flight director. So, right, yes. No. Well, that's just weird. That's straight up duplicate row. But okay, yeah. So here we have Grace Prescott as both avionics engineer and sensor specialist. But Jack Delaney, software engineer, is a duplicate. That is weird. Anyway, I think to match the answers, we probably just need to do a result. So let's do some ifs. So we're going to sum this column locked vertically, so it'll move across when I copy, where this column locked fully is something, and this column locked fully is something. So this is going to be $C7, and this one is going to be $B7. Okay. But sorry, these are hours, yes. These are dollars and these are hours? Okay. Fine, I guess. That's a little weird. Nothing at all for that. Yeah, okay, this is quite sus now, as my now 10-year-old would say. Anyway, all right, I'm just going to fill in all the whites and then I'll overwrite on the colors in a minute, but okay, so there only are 22 rows that are actually populated in the forecast. There are, I think, a lot more rows than that here. Yeah. All right, fine. I don't know. Go figure. So this should be the sum of, actually, let's make it the subtotal. 9, just 9 is fine, of what's below. Then that can go there. Is there a smarter way to not have to resize them all? I don't know. And then this can be subtotal 9 of all of those. Cool. I guess let's go all the way to the bottom and do them from the bottom up. Maybe I should have, yeah, I probably should have made these. Maybe I still should. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, the fastest way to complete the task from now would be to keep doing it manually, but that's a terrible way to do it. So let's do it better. So then this is going to be the L2 and this is going to be the L3. So we're going to say if and, so an L2 is marked by this and the one below it being empty. Then this, otherwise what's above? Good. Okay. Then here we're going to say if, hang on. Yeah, we're going to say if this equals blank, then if the one below it equals blank, that means it's the start of a new 2, so blank, otherwise give me that, and otherwise give me what's in the row above. And then left align those, and then we're in much better shape. Okay, so now we're going to say, we're going to take this formula and we're going to generalize it. So we're going to say if this is not equal to blank, then we do all that sum ifs. Otherwise, if the one below is equal to blank, that means we're on an L2, then it's going to be sum ifs of just do the whole thing where this lock is this. Ooh, can't quite do that because that's going to make a circularity. I need to make the labels. Ooh, that's tricky. Tricky. Okay, well, this is going to throw a circ error in a second, but that's fine. Otherwise, some ifs, same thing, some this, where this, but now it's going to be instead of EF is dollar $F5, not just F5. Close the sum ifs, close the if, a dollar on that. Circular references, I know, I'm sorry for being so cruel. So then, if they're both equal to blank, then that should be blank. Otherwise, if and these two are equal to blank, then I want that. Otherwise, what's in the row above? I think that will give me everything except yes. So now it should, but then I can't, fine. So then I need to have these both point to the layer below. Okay, there we go. So now it is non-circularly saying, but wait, this is mission? What? That's not right. So this should be pointing to B6, E5. What? I'm confused. Oh, sorry, B5. There we go. Okay. All right, and then I need to make a similar change here. So if C, what am I saying? Just start again. If this is equal to blank, then in the new world I want that to be blank. Otherwise, if we're not blank, but the row above us is blank, then I want the label from the row above us. Otherwise, I want the label from the row above this. Is that right? I think it might be. Yeah. So now everything below mission and blah, blah, blah is labeled as mission and blah, 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 but that itself is not. Okay. So then if I fill this in, circular references, no, I5. Where are the circular references? I didn't lock something? It's weird that it's working here, but not, oh yeah, okay, I didn't lock something. So this is reference to C6. Ah, yeah, there it is. It's missing $1. That is not working. That, why not? Because, no. Oh, yeah, that reference to C5 is also missing $1. Where is that? Ugh, right at the top. Stupid. Okay, there we go. That seems to be working, and now I can fill it all the way down. It's not setting any land speed records, but it is a much more robust way to set it up. Whew. All right. So I7 should be 35, and G21 should be 80. We're here. I7, 35, and what is it? G, what should be 80? G21. Ooh. Ah. Okay. You know, the easiest way to fix that is just to say divide by 2. So what's going on here is it's summing. It's just like the equivalent of what I was messing around with the subtotal below. It's summing the data and the subtotals. But since it is well laid out and all data has a subtotal, I can just divide by 2. God, what a mess. All right, so that's the one pointed to E. Yes, that's the one I need to divide by 2. So instead of 190, that's 95, and that's right because it's 40 here plus 55 there. Yep, good. All right, took forever, but let's move on. Equals Let's just make it simple. Equal. All right. Let's first just point to something over here. And then let's make our formula. And that. And we'll copy that down. Copy paste values and find and replace equals with equals to get it to reevaluate. And that should be done. And then I don't have to leave any indirects lingering. Okay, in this level, you're required to calculate the estimate at complete of each resource in a given role below. The EAC will be defined as the actuals up to 31.8, as presented in the actuals new sheet, plus the dollar value of forecast in the forecast sheet. Uplift effective from 3rd of November. Okay. Is the 3rd of November clean? Yes, it is. Okay, fine. So, wait, what the dollar value of forecast? Were we reporting in pounds before? Oh, fine, whatever. So USD conversion rate, AUD conversion rate. Something is not tying out here, but okay, fine. Multiply the hours by the hourly rate in column D up to the 2nd of November. Increase the hourly rate by 2.5%, rounded to the nearest cent before multiplying by the given hours of that week. Convert any revenue in USD or AUD to, okay, so it is to GBP, fine. So that's just a typo, I guess. For this level, using the flat conversion rate of 0.75 and 0.5, rounded to the nearest GBP. Assume any resources not listed in the forecast sheet will have a forecast of 0. Fine. Okay, so let's come over here. Forecast. So. All right, so I'm going to say GBP initial and GBP later. So here's our table. So USD, AUD. No, let's do it as this. Call this L6FX. What am I? Oh yeah, I meant to get rid of that. All right. So then it's going to be this times VLOOKUP. Yeah, let's VLOOKUP. No, let's XLOOKUP. No, let's VLOOKUp. I better do VLOOKUp. This and star in L6FX to 0. And that's no match for the GBP, but there it's 3/4, there it's a half. That's good. So we just say if error 0, 1. Fine. And then it's this times 1 plus increase rate rounded to the nearest cent, I think it said. Yes. I suppose we can just do the whole thing at once. Okay. Happy days. So then it's going to be let trying to think easiest way to do this. I could do a combined key, or I could do a, yeah, let's do a combined key. Combo. Join. All right, delimiter. Let's do that. These. Okay, so then we'll say let rates be XLOOKUP join. That in here. lock. Set off lock. Returning from both of these. Lock. And show me rates for a second. Spill, which is fine. Looks good and plausible. These again formatted as dollar, but it says GBP. That's fine. So then we'll say I suppose we can h-stack some of, kind of a manual way to do it, but it's fine. Out as far as there, with some of the rest. So that's the hours within the range of each rate, multiplied by the rates. That's the total. Sum that together. And what did it say? Rounding to the nearest. Convert any revenue cost, I think. Yeah, fine. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're rounding to the nearest cent of their local currency, I guess. Yeah, flat currency. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Okay. So hang on. Sorry, I'm doing this wrong. So we'll do rate post increase. And that is where we're going to do the round. This times 1 plus this lock to 2 decimal places. So then where are we rounding? At the total level, I guess. So then just make this E4 colon E5. Huh? Oh, sorry. 4 colon F4. Okay. I guess there's no reason these can't just apply to the whole column. Right off. Without any screwing around. Okay. So now we come in here and we sum, and we got to round this to the nearest pound. Okay. And then I guess we're going to say if this equals blank, then, sorry, if this is not equal to blank, then that. Otherwise, for now, we'll just make it X. In a, right, sorry, we gotta have an if not found. Which is going to be in the XLOOKUP here. Happy days. And yeah, the hours only came, yes, fine. So I don't need to worry about that. Right, so then, otherwise, I want to do this. That all looks fine, except that I want to point this over to here. No. Probably just copied too many brackets. Okay. What? Oh, sorry, I didn't move both of these. There we go. So that's 107,000. Yeah, that looks good. And that looks good. 107. Yep, fine. Happy days. So sorry, this is rest of year, and then this is forecast. Cool. Okay. Then, what's the question? What is the full year forecast for Amelia Donovan Quality Assurance Specialist? Should be getting 15,754. Amelia Donovan Quality Assurance. No, that's project lead, grant writer, quality assurance specialist. 1. Yes, good. Okay. So then, we'll just say some ifs. Full year forecast, where I'm going to lock that one as well. Where that is G245, and where the same thing for column C is the same thing for column H. H245. Okay, level 7. Calculate the estimate at complete of all resources in a given role below. Oh dear lord. Oh. Ugh. Fine. So let's hang on. First things first. It's forecast. Yeah, no, this is different by name. All right, fine. So I guess first thing is let YTD be some ifs for quality assurance specialist. Some ifs this, where this is that. Then so then I want rest of your data. Let me filter. Oh boy. So I'm going to need, let's just say I need everything from here on, I suppose. Sorry, not including the headers. Although I wouldn't get any of those anyway. Filter this, where this role lock is G288. And just for a second, show me raw data. You don't like that? Oh, God, I always stuff that up. All right, fine. So, so. Yeah, but only has different rates also. My God. All right, so maybe it's probably more prudent to just take this piece by piece. So let's start with this bit, and then we'll do the hours separately. So take rate data, and we'll just filter E, F, and G. Sorry, then give me rate data. Okay, then I want take rate data, first two columns, times, yes, times, XLOOKUP, rate data, last column, sorry, take rate data, last column. In here, lock, returning from here, if not found, 1, because if it's not found, it's GBP, and match mode regex. So that's just converting them to the right currency, fine. Then, okay, so rate GBP. Okay, then hours data will be all this, and return hours data. But now the columns that I want to filter are from K to AA. K to AA. Okay. Then, okay, so then I need to say date. Let's just say post hike, or hike wasn't the word. Post uplift will be minus minus date range lock is, sorry, bracket after minus minus is greater than or equal to the date here. If this thing would get out of my flipping way, is I288. And show me post uplift. Okay, so then I want hours data times if times index rate GBP. So the row number is going to be 0, and the column number is going to be if post uplift. Actually, the column number could just be post uplift plus 1. And that sums to 9027. Oh, but no, I need the year-to-date bit as well. Fine, whatever. Okay, so rest of year forecast will be sum of all of that. And then I want to return YTD plus rest of year forecast. No, wrong. Ugh, bloody hell. Oh, this isn't the issue right now, but I also haven't factored in this rate uplift changing. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. Okay. Just call this base rate, and just take the first column, which is E. Then the currency will be filter column G. Then the rate in GBP will be the base rate times XLOOKUP, the currency in that, times, I guess, H stack 1 plus this rate uplift. But that doesn't explain what's going wrong with the rest. Okay, so Amelia Donovan is forecast to work for that, and then that. Yes. Amelia's EAC revenue as a quality assurance specialist is therefore 8,078. Right, so hang on. Amelia, the quality assurance specialist, is down here somewhere. No, not where I thought she was. Amelia. There she is. Okay, so we've got 8078. So then get the sum of this and give me rest of year forecast and getting 7777 USD 48 hours at that 7774. Yes, that's what I'm getting. On the other hand, so we got like 5 hours at this and 8 hours at this, equaling £3,300. What? Wait, I'm so confused. Quality assurance. Yeah, okay. So she has 13 hours. For a total of 1254. So not getting her rate right. I want to say base rate. Yeah, it's 250. Fine. So then rate GBP is 250 and 256. Yes. Oh, hang on. 5 times 2 and 8 times that. Yeah, it's not too far off the mark. Oh my god. Is this working? Is the next? Ah, no, it's not working because this needs to be sequence rows. Ugh, stupid. Okay, annoying. So then we should be able to go back to YTD plus sum of rest of year forecast. Now we're talking. All right, except that we need to first we need to biro this sum, and then we need to round that to nearest pound, and then sum it again. Okay, 19. No, really, really, really. So let's take off the outer. Wait, yeah, take off the outer sum. 7773. Okay. Take off the outer round. 7773.375. Okay. You're annoying me now. You didn't do the rounding. Okay, fine. Right. So then wherever I did the multiple, yes, this multiplication should come up here, and then these should be rounded to 2 decimal places. Currency is good. Base rate times that, good. And that just gets it over the line. So now I want to go back to rounding this to 0 decimal places and summing it, and then give me YTD. Whee! Bloody hell. Not gonna lie, I thought this was gonna be a quick, zippy little case. Ooh, right. I guess we're saying no ballistic engineers in the forecast. We are indeed. Okay, fine. So then I think it's probably just a case of if error 0. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, this is going to be a nice quick little case. The project starts on 31st of March and is expected to run for 188 working days. What day of the month will be the last working day of the project? The first day the team only works weekdays, Monday to Friday, but not public holidays below. Okay, so I think that's work day from the start date of date 2025, 331, days 188, and holidays are these. And then you want the day of the month. As an example, if the project only ran for 6 days. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, might be an off by one thing. So let's see, if it runs for 1 day, gets to the 1st of April, okay. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Okay, so the 5th and 6th of April are presumably, yes. Okay, fine. So I guess the 31st of March is a working day itself, so we want to go for 187 days. and then take the day of that. Cut that and drop it over. No, damn it. Back here for a second. Cut the whole thing. Put it over here, and then that and put it in here. All right. Bonus 2. What is the most hours forecasted for the aviation and electronics engineering team in a 4-week period on the forecast sheet? Aviation and electronics team is where? Okay, are we back to this thing? No, what? I'm so confused right now. What aviation and electronics team? Oh, sorry, avionics and engineering team. Okay, that's a different thing. Avionics, there we go. Avionics and electronics. Pretty sure this is avionics and engineering, but fine, whatever. Okay. So, what do I behind my face? Everything. Okay, so let's just grab some space here. Let's say, how many weeks? It's 17 weeks in the forecast. Which means 4-week periods. There will be 14 4-week periods. So let's say sequence 14 plus sequence plus 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we'll index by that all of this. Then we'll by row sum, and then we'll take the max. Okay. All right, bonus 3. Table below shows the percent of tasks complete for each role according to information collected from the stream leads as of the 8th of August. Determine the number of teams which are currently behind schedule. Team says percent tasks completed is 5 percentage points below or lower than the percent of actuals. The 8th of August to the planned budget. So, sorry, flight director. Where's the flight director? I'm so confused. There we go. Flight director. Used 108 out of 174. Planned 108. Wait, where's the planned 180? Oh dear lord. I guess that means that my answers here are wrong. Just getting tired. Level 7, and how many games this team exceed their budget? This is the budget, is the 180. Okay, got it. Okay, fine. So are all these roles unique? No. No, because there's budget analyst twice there. Alright, fine. So, actual forecast percent. So, some ifs. Where this is that. These, but no, these are then, yeah, I guess it's fine. So it's this where this is this. So it's this over this, and we want to know which is bigger. For example, the flight director task completed only 50% of the overall point. Oh, sorry, task completed is 50%, yes. 104? Oh, dear Lord. Flight director. Only one flight director, and he's got 108. Alright, I don't know, let's just assume that changed at some point along the way. Behind schedule, percent tasks completed is 5 percentage points or lower than the percent of actuals. Okay, so this minus 5% has to be greater than or equal to percent or lower. I just want sum of minus of all that stuff. My confidence of these answers being all right is not super high. But anyway, to mitigate foreign currency risks, you'd like to reduce the revenue rates for future hours of resources we do not earn in GBP. Using assumptions in level 6, by what percent discount should rates be reduced so that the total EAC revenue for the project decreases by at least $20,000? Gulp. Sorry, what was level 6 again? I think level 6 was before it went completely mental. Yes, okay. So reduce the revenue rates for the future hours. Assumptions at level 6. What percent discount should rates be reduced so the total EAC revenue? Okay. So I guess I want to know which of these are. So CCY, yeah, just CCY is fine. And we'll XLOOKUP join in, so close that in here, lock return from here, lock. And let's just say if this, no, never mind. Let's just say if not found. Okay. So then I just want some ifs of this, where this is AUD or USD, and some of those. And I want to reduce by 20,000. And I want that as a percent, and say to the nearest percent, nearest percentage point. Okay. Oh dear, I fear I am. No, never mind, I'm not. Alright. And lastly, in level 7, how many games does the avionics and electronics team exceed their budget? Budgets can be reallocated between roles within the same team. Revenue earned by reservists working roles in the avionics and electronics team totals to this. Below their total allocated across the 4 roles on the budget sheet, so does not count towards your answer. Okay. So who is on the avionics and electronics team? No, that's a different thing. Here we are. Okay. fine. I'm just going to put in a tag, make it easy. Just call it B5. I'm going to say count ifs where this is something and this is something else. So that has to be C4. I should just do the whole lot. Okay. So that's that, and then so YTD can just be this. And then all of these filters here can just become the B5 filter. Two. Here's number 3. Okay, good. And we're just saying, is it over or under? Okay, so this greater than what? Subtle. Oh dear, not a single one. Why? I did lock that, yes. Oh, I didn't lock the other one. Stupid. Okay, so the example game 111. Okay, is here. Comes 905, 562, 563. Let's call that close enough. All right, so then minus minus on the end of that. Okay, so the answer is 12. Bloody hell, I thought I was just playing a nice, quiet, simple case and walked into something that was quite substantial. I trust that wasn't meant to be done in half an hour. No, there aren't any answers. I don't know if I got it right. I think I got it mostly right, but well, if I find some answers later, I will let you know. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Okay, a quick add-on to say Arvey sent me the answers later, and I got everything right except this one, because the question said return 5 for 5%. So it was like the question as to the number of percentage points or something like that. So in other words, this should have been 13 rather than 13%. So wrong on formatting, but otherwise good, which is better than I was expecting to do by the time I got to the end of this. So I will take that. That's all I got today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.